Hey guys, Methasane Nutty here. I hope you guys had a great day today. Today is Thursday, June the 4th. And right off the bat, you guys, I know I said in my last video that I was going to do my next video on Friday, which is tomorrow. Which, don't worry guys, I'm still going to do a video tomorrow because tomorrow I'm actually going to be hanging out with Dustin. So definitely stay tuned for tomorrow's video. But I had to make a little vlog today because, well, you guys can probably already tell from the thumbnail and the title of the video. But this is true, guys. But Zellers is actually coming back to Ontario. Because if you guys haven't heard from like the news or social media at all recently, well, Zellers has actually been proposing that they're actually going to be opening 2 new stores in Ontario, like literally very soon, actually, like literally this month and next month. Because if you guys didn't know this, but Zellers has actually been making a comeback for like the last 3 or 4 years because, well, you guys probably know, but like Zellers, they've been gone from Canada for like a long time. Because, you know, if you guys grew up in Canada back in like the 2000s, the 90s, and like 80s and stuff like that, you know, Zellers was like a really popular like department store in Canada. Like, I've always considered Zellers to be like Canada's version of like Target and Kmart. And, you know, we actually used to have a Zellers in Chatham back in the day too, by the way. I'll actually pull up this picture right here, as this is what the Zellers in Chatham used to look like. And you guys probably also remember that Zellers used to have like a restaurant inside the stores too, as this is what the Zellers restaurant used to look like. But yeah, you guys probably remember Zellers, right? Well, you know, like I said, they've been gone from Canada for like years. But over the last 3 or 4 years, like I think since like 2022 or 2023, they actually been making a comeback in Canada. As I think around like 2022, 2023, and I think even a little bit of 2024, they were actually, you know, opening up these like little pop-up Zeller things in like Hudson's Bay stores before they all closed. Because, well, sadly, the Hudson's Bay, they all closed because they went bankrupt last year. But after the Hudson's Bay stores closed, Zellers has actually been making a comeback by opening full-size scale stores across Canada. Well, so far there's only one that I know of, and it's actually located in Edmonton, Alberta. I believe it's in the West Edmonton Mall. But I think it was either yesterday or Tuesday, I actually found out that Zellers is actually going to be opening 2 new full-size scale stores right here in Ontario. And they're actually going to be opening very, very soon. Like, I think one's going to be opening sometime this month, and then the other one's going to be opening next month in July. And I already know where it's going to be, but I want to, you know, tell you guys it in a moment here. But yeah, Zellers, they've been gone from Canada for like a long time, but they're finally making a comeback, or they're slowly making a comeback, you know. As like I said, I remember when Zellers used to be in Chatham. Like, I think the one that was in Chatham, I think it closed around like 2012 or 2013. Because I think around 2013, I think that's when Zellers got bought by Target, because we actually used to once had Target in Canada at 1.2, and you know, around like 2014 and stuff like that, they actually had like Target stores in Canada where Zellers stores used to be. But you know, Target didn't last in Canada like at all, or they did last for a little bit, but they didn't last very long. But yeah, around that time, Zellers was bought by Target. But as of 2022, actually, Zellers actually came back as its own thing. And now, as of 2026, they're slowly starting to open like standalone Zellers stores again. And so far, there's now one in Alberta, and soon there's actually going to be 2 new ones in Ontario. And if you guys are wondering, where are the new Zellers stores in Ontario going to be located? Well, the first one is actually going to be opening in Toronto, as I think it's going to be in like the North York area, I think near Yorkdale Mall, I believe. And then the second one is actually going to be opening in Windsor, as it's going to go in the Tecumseh Mall. And if you guys are wondering when exactly are these stores going to open, well, the one in Toronto, apparently it's actually supposed to open literally this month. I think actually in like 2 weeks, actually, because it's supposed to open on the 18th. So it's actually going to be opening like very, very soon. So they're probably actually like, you know, renovating it and getting like the stuff in there already, like probably right now as we speak. Now, for the one in Windsor that's supposed to open, that's actually going to be opening, or they're saying that the Zellers in Windsor is supposed to open next month in July. Now, I don't know exactly when, the new Zellers in Windsor is supposed to open next month in July, but they are saying it's going to open in July. But hey, that's pretty exciting, guys. That 2 new Zellers stores are going to be opening in Ontario finally. One in Toronto and one in Windsor. That's pretty sick. I mean, hey, if, they are looking to expand Zellers more and open way more stores across Canada, then maybe Zellers can actually have like a true comeback, like kind of like how it was back in the day when they used to have like a bunch of them around Canada. And do you guys remember when I told you at the start of the video that Hudson's Bay, they closed all their stores last year because they went bankrupt? Well, I had an idea. What if they decide to open new Zellers stores in former Hudson's Bay spots in, the malls across Canada where they used to be? I mean, think about it. It kind of makes sense, right? Because, like I said in the beginning of the vlog as well, like back in like 2022 and 2023, they did like these little like Zeller pop-up things in Hudson's Bay stores, right? So now that Hudson's Bay is actually gone now, but since Zellers is making a comeback, why not they open new Zeller stores in former Hudson's Bay spots in each mall? That'd be nice. I mean, even if they don't, and even if they just like open it in different areas, but like in like cities and stuff like that, that'd be okay. As for more future Zeller stores in Ontario, I hope that London gets one. And who knows, hopefully maybe Chatham might get a new one too. But even if we were to get a new Zellers in Chatham, I don't know where they would put it. I mean, I've always thought that they could like put it in the old Sears spot at the downtown mall. But of course, you already know they're already doing the hub project, right, with the new Civic Center and all that stuff. So they can't open it in the mall now because now that the old Sears in the mall is becoming the hub, that's already out the window, right? And where Zellers used to be in Chatham, that's where Planet Fitness, Ardennes, Sephora, The Brick, and Mercado is now, so they can't move it back there. Now there is one spot in particular where I was thinking where they could probably like build a new Zellers store. And that one empty property on St. Clair Street that's kind of next to the movie theaters, that's over by the Burger King and Tim Hortons and Popeyes. Well, maybe they could build one there and they could open a Zellers there, but at the same time, though, I don't really think that's going to happen. I feel like most of the Zellers, like the new Zellers stores that are going to be in Canada now, or at least in Ontario, I feel like they're going to mostly now be in like bigger cities. Well, I mean, it would still be cool to think about, though. But, yeah. But let me know in the comments below, guys. And actually, let me know if you guys remember Zellers back in the day. Because I remember Zellers. And I actually think I have some memories going to Zellers when we had the one in Chatham back then on Grand Ave. Oh, yeah. Zellers is an iconic store. Like, seriously, if you grew up in Canada, you will know what Zellers is. Like I said, I always thought that Zellers was like Canada's version of like Target or Kmart. Because, Zellers is like a department store where you can get like groceries, home appliances, toys, clothing, all that. Just like Target and Kmart, right? That's what I mean. Like, I've always thought of Zellers as like Canada's version of like Target or Kmart, right? And I do think it's really cool that Zellers is making like an actual comeback and they're actually opening new Zellers stores in Canada again. And they're expanding once again, right? They're basically giving Zellers another chance. Right? It's pretty much the revival of Zellers, right? So I'm really happy to see that. And it's really cool that, a lot of these other companies are actually, making a return to Canada, like, Olive Garden, Dunkin' Donuts, like I made in that one video, like last month in May, I talked about that. And now Zellers is making a comeback to Ontario. And they're probably going to soon be opening more in Canada too, you know what I mean? Like, it's really cool to see all these like companies and brands like, coming back to open shops and stuff like that, right? But yeah. Now, I also thought it'd be cool if they tried to bring Target back to Canada, but I mean, to be honest, I don't think they will, unfortunately. I mean, hey, if Zellers is like our version of Target, then, you know, Zellers, that's good enough, right? Plus, keep it Canadian, right? Like, gotta support Canadian too, right? So, yeah. So yeah, guys, I kind of wanted to just talk to you about that. You know, tell you guys about that Zellers is going to be opening 2 new stores in Ontario this summer. One this month and, you know, another one next month. You know, the one that's opening this month will be in Toronto, and the one that's going to be opening next month in July will be in Windsor. So that's pretty sick. So at least we'll still technically have one close to Chatham. It's going to be in Windsor, so we just have to drive an hour to get to it. And it's going to be at the Tecumseh Mall. So no, it's not going to be at Devonshire Mall. It's going to be at Tecumseh Mall. So that's the other mall in Windsor. But it's still pretty cool. Where, you know, it's going to be opening there. But yeah, guys. Maybe if I ever get a chance to go to Tecumseh Mall, I could show you guys what the Zellers there looks like, and I can even take some pictures for you guys. But you know, it's only if I ever get a chance to go to that one, right? And I can't really promise that I will go there one day soon, but you know, if I ever do, then I will maybe try and do a video there and show you guys what it looks like, and or even at least just take some pictures and show you guys on my Facebook and Instagram. But yeah, guys. And right now, you can, of course, you can already tell I'm going for my walk. I'm on my evening walk right now. As you can see, there's the sunset right there. It's currently 8:23, so it's almost 8:30. I'm just going for my evening walk. I'm actually going to be going to Tim Hortons to get my coffee and all that. And of course, like I said, tomorrow I'm going to be hanging out with Dustin, and I'll be doing my next video tomorrow. So, yeah. By the way, I hope you guys did enjoy my last video I did, which was on Tuesday. You already know on Tuesday, I went to the Barnstormers versus London Majors game with Superfan. And that's when I got my new Barnstormers hat, because it was actually Superfan's old Barnstormers hat, but he gave it to me as like a belated birthday gift because, you know, he got a new hat. And I thought that was really nice of him. But I hope you guys did enjoy Tuesday's vlog. If you want to check it out, of course, there's going to be a link down below if you want to watch it. And let me know what you guys think of it. The game was okay, but, you know, unfortunately, we lost that game. Like, literally, guys, the score for Tuesday's game was literally 9-0, where London scored 9, where we didn't score anything, which is, like, that's bad. So it looks like the Barnstormers are kind of in a little hiccup right now, because we have been literally losing a lot of games. So I really hope that before their season's over, hopefully the Barnstormers can, you know, start getting back up there and, you know, win more games, so that we can even hopefully make the playoffs, you know, for the Barnstormers before summer ends, of course. But yeah. And I believe the next Barnstormers game will actually be on Saturday, but I don't know if I'm going to be going to that game, because I'm actually going to be going to Toronto on Sunday to go see a Blue Jays game. But there is actually going to be a Barnstormers game this coming Tuesday the 9th against the Welland Jackfish. So maybe I might try and see if I can go to that one. And if I do go to that, guys, I might probably do a video there. So yeah, I'll let you guys know if I do go to that one on Tuesday. But yeah. Yeah, guys. And also, earlier today, I actually went to Walmart and I got my new shoes. I'll actually pull up a picture of my new shoes right here. Yeah, I actually went for a different kind this time because, well, these are actually the shoes that I have right now. But I got a different pair of shoes at Walmart today. But I have to get these like special kind of laces for my shoes. Like, you see these laces right here? Hope you guys can see it, but these laces right here. Yeah, I'm going to be getting those kind of laces for my new shoes, but apparently they are going to be coming in the mail on, I think, tomorrow. So by the time I wear my new shoes, it might be either later tomorrow or Saturday. So, yeah, guys. But I got new shoes today, so, I mean, that's pretty cool, I guess. But, yeah, they look pretty nice. So that's what I pretty much did today, and then I was at home just relaxing, so, yeah. Alright, guys. Well, I think I'll probably just get in the video now, so hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and if you did, be sure to subscribe to the bell on. Like I said, stay tuned for tomorrow's vlog when I hang out with Dustin. That might be a longer video, but, you know, you guys will have to wait and see how that video goes. And then I might actually try and do a vlog at the Blue Jays game on Sunday when I go to Toronto, so definitely stay tuned for Sunday's vlog. And then, like I said, if I go to the Barnstormers game on Tuesday, I'll do a vlog there as well. So maybe stay tuned for that too. But yeah, if you guys do want to check out Tuesday's vlog, I'll place that down below. If you also want to check out Monday's vlog, which was the first day of June, I'll place that also down below. And of course, all the vlogs I did last weekend, you know, I did a lot of vlogs last weekend. Of course, all of them will be down below if you want to check those out, check those ones out. And be sure to follow me on Instagram, my TikTok, go check my SoundCloud, go check out my music Instagram, go subscribe to my girlfriend channel, go follow me on X. All my links will be down below, you guys already know. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.